Hello friends, and welcome back to the tutorial of Django. In the last video we have learned how to create a project in Django. So today we will learn how to create an application in Django. Before starting with the application, you must first know that project is the combination of many applications, and every application has an objective and can be reused into another project. Now we will create an application in Django. For that we will now type the command in a command prompt. So for this we will type, last time we typed python manage.py run server, but this time we will not just type the run server, we will just type start app space and any name that you want to give to your application. Like I'm giving my app. But remember one thing, that the my app file, that my app project will be created inside this project folder that you created in the last video. And now just press the enter. So now your project has been created. So now your application has been created in the project folder. Now we can check whether it has been created or not. So we will go to the project folder. Inside that we can see there is a folder named my app. Inside this there are so many files, like first one is the init.py, admin.py, apps.py, models.py, test.py, views.py. Now let's see how does it work. First, init.py, this is just to make sure that Python handles this file as a package. And second, admin.py, this file is just to help you make the app modifiable in the admin interface. And next is the apps.py, this file will not be used anywhere in the next future, so we are not using it. And next is the models.py, this is where all the application models are stored, and so we can say it contains all the database inside it. Next is the tests.py, this file is used where your unit tests are, and this is used for the updation program. Basically we can say it contains all the huge data that is used in the program, or we can say while creating a website. So basically whenever we are updating anything or any database inside our application, that data is being stored inside this test.py. And next is the views.py, this file consists the data that is to be shown on the website that I will show you now. So now we have created our application, and now we will see how does it work. So for this, first we will go back to this folder and now get inside the project folder. Inside this there is settings.py, where we have to define our installed application. Now our installed application is my app that I have just created, so I will just define it here inside this installed underscore application. Now enter my app. So now I have installed my application inside this settings.py file. I will close it. Now let's go to the urls.py. Now edit this file. So this is our urls.py file. Here we will link our project to our application that we just created. So for linking this project to the application, for that we will first understand what does this URL says. Here in the first two lines we are importing the URL and admin from the django.conf.url and django.contrib, and in the next line here is written URL patterns. This URL patterns means we are linking our project to our application that we have just created. Similarly, in the first line it has linked the admin to the admin.site.url. This is just the order of a website link. Similarly, we will just link our my project to our application, that is my app. For that we will just copy and paste it. Here in place of admin we will just write our application name, that is my app. Similarly, here in the place of admin.site.urls we will link our project to the website. So for this we will just type include within brackets my app dot urls. What does this my app dot urls means? Means that at present we are inside the project folder, and in the project folder we have just created the my app folder. Inside that my app folder there is urls file, inside which there is some operation that is to be performed by the application. So now we have just created this, so we'll just save it and exit. So now we have created the link between the project and the my app. So now we will just move to the my app. Inside that we will just go to the views and edit the things that we want. Here inside this views.py it's just importing the render, but I don't need it, so I will just import the function. Django.http import http response. So what we are doing in this, here we are importing the http response module from django.http. So now we will define what it have to perform. So for this we will just define the function, and now the function name, that is, let's say app. So inside brackets just type request colon and enter, and here we have to return a value, that what it will return when the function is being called. So inside this I will just type http response within brackets h1. This is just for the headings that like we used in the HTML. And so here just say hey Django. And similarly close the heading. And now save this file and exit. Now that we have to create URL, so we will just copy it and just name it. Just name it as URLs and open it. So now here just type whatever it was in the URL in the project file. And paste it. Close that file. So here we are importing URL from django.conf.urls in the first line. Next line we will just type dot instead of django.conf because we have to import the views. So now it will import the views from the folder, that is my app folder. From there it will import the views, so accordingly we will use it in this URL pattern. So inside this URLs pattern we will just type URLs, and instead of admin I will just type the dollar symbol, which means the ending of the application. And in case of this admin.site.urls we will just type views.app, because now we are again connecting our my app to the views. So we are typing views.app, comma, name equals quotations within that app. So we are defining the name as app, and here views.app means from the views file we are just importing app so that it can return some value that we have specified in the views.py file. So now we will just save this and exit. So what we are doing here is inside settings.py we are setting our app, means inside the installed apps we have just installed our my app, and in the next urls.py inside that we have just linked our project file to our my application. So now from this URLs we have just linked our my app URLs. So from here this URLs is linking to the views, and then whatever inside this views will be displayed on our server. So let's see what it will display. So for this we will just run the server. Run server and enter. Oh, it's showing one error, include is not defined. So I will just go to the file, the URL is inside the project, URLs, edit, okay. So here this is written include. I also have to import this. So for this I will import it from here. So I will just write include. and this my app should be within the single quotes. So I will just also edit this. Now save and run the application. Control C. Again. So here we can see we can now open our application, the server. Now just open it. See, it's showing page not found 404. It means what are the conditions that it can be? Django tried these URL patterns in this order: admin, my app. So what is happening here? Here inside this URLs, inside this urls.py file, inside URL pattern, I have written URL within bracket r codes and my app. So this my app is the reason why our page is showing not found. So how it can be solved? So let's see. Here I have to write this my app, enter, but still it's showing error. So what it can be in this order: my app $, means I have made one mistake here inside this URL, that is for the my application. See, I have not defined the starting point and also applied this backslash. So now I will save the file and will run the server again. And now I will write backslash my app and enter. So here we can see it's showing hey Django. It means our application is working. So now we have created our application and also have learned how to use application with the project and how to link them. So thanks for watching this video. If you like my video, please press the like button, and if you want to watch more videos related to Django, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.